Hey folks, and welcome to Truck King. Today is going to be a fun one because we have the Chevy Colorado ZR2 Desert Boss. Although we really couldn't be further away from the desert today. We're going to go out into the forest, into the deep snow, see how this thing handles in the white stuff, and then hopefully find some mud as well, so make sure you stay tuned. Let's start with the walk around, folks. So powering this Colorado is a 2.7 liter inline 4 turbocharged engine. It makes 310 horsepower, 430 pound-feet of torque, and that is sent through an 8-speed auto. Now this is the high output version of this engine, but here in the ZR2, this is the only output that you can get. So, as I mentioned, this is ZR2, but it also has the Desert Boss package added onto it. And Desert Boss brings along a lot of the styling, but some functional elements. First of all, you're getting this big, I'd call it a bush bar up front. So if you are actually out there pushing through some trees and stuff, that's gonna help protect your front bumper. You're getting your flow tie up here in the front. That's a ZR2 add-on, but I do love to point that out because it's pretty cool. As we go around the side of the truck, our truck today is fitted with high country Toyo WLT1 winter tires, so these aren't what's going to come stock. What does come stock though with Desert Boss are those 17-inch bead lock capable wheels, so if you do really want to drop your pressures, you can do that as well. Now as we roll back, you're getting a nice rock rail down here for protection too. That's part of ZR2 package. What's part of Desert Boss though is this sport bar back here in your bed, plus the light bar up here on top. So it's nice that you're getting that light bar straight from the factory. It's wired up to the auxiliary button up there in the interior. So yeah, nice and simple. I'm out at night here to show you how the light bar works. So there's no light bar. Light bar. It really does give you quite a bit more vision. You can see way further in front of you. And what I really like is look out to the side of the truck. It actually lights up out there as well, which is awesome. So it's not just directly in front of you. It really is a large range that you're getting from this light bar. I like it. And if you're wondering, it's the auxiliary button right down here. That's wired into the light bar. So that's how you turn it off and on. When it comes to the sport bar, it's essentially just for styling. I guess you could maybe attach some things onto it or use it for a tie-down point, but mostly it's just to make the truck look cool. And then the final part of Desert Boss is, of course, you're getting decals and a couple of things around the truck to make it look a little cooler as well. So why don't you drop in the comments right now and let me know, what do you think of the style here on the ZR2 Desert Boss? You've seen Desert Boss now, but when you get the ZR2, you're getting the Multimatic suspension system. Those are those DSSV spool valve dampers. You're getting them in the front and the rear. The other thing that ZR2 brings along are lockers, also in the front and in the back. And now let me hit you with the important off-road numbers. So when you're talking about the approach angle on this truck, that is coming in at 38.3 degrees, departure angle at 25.1 degrees, the breakover here 24.6 degrees, and the ground clearance is listed at 10.7 inches. And finally, let me talk about how it works. The tow rating on this truck is 6,000 pounds, and the payload on this truck, as you see it today, is just 1,068 pounds.
Hey everybody, listen, you've heard us talk about the Gid UPs here on the Truck King channel. So this is a new set that I've got in my truck. Now these, unlike the synthetic simple ones that we sold out of last summer, are handmade, all leather, hand stitched. These are unique. These are one of a kind, all made by John out there in Alberta, Canada. And if you're interested in these for your truck, all you have to do is reach out to us at hey@truckking.com truckking.ca. That's H-E-Y at truckking.ca. We'll send you photos, prices, and delivery information. Do that soon.
All right, folks, here we go. We're going to see how deep into the forest we can get, and we actually have some nice, light, fluffy snow falling right now. It's very picturesque out here. Let's rip it, ZR2. So there is one decent little mud hole that's been forming on our main trail up here. So I'm going to hit her with a bit of speed. I don't know if I'm going to break through the ice or what. Hello. Oh, man. With a bit of momentum, though, this just ripped right through there. Nicely done, Desert Boss. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it down the main trail all the way to the meadow, and I know there's a big, icy, muddy hole out here, and so far, everything has felt great. The tires, I think, are really the champion. You have to mention them on a snowy day like this, because not only are they getting me through the snow, but I can just feel the amount of grip when I take off. When I go from a standstill, there's almost no slippage, so they're doing a really nice job grabbing what's underneath me. Again, it's still 1 degree Celsius, so things are staying cold. And man, Desert Boss is doing awesome so far. So let's go hit this mud hole and see how it does. And like I mentioned before, momentum is my friend. So I'm gonna build up a bit of speed. Should mention still 4 high, rear locked, off-road mode. All right, come on, Colorado. We got this, buddy. We got this, buddy. Yes! Oh man, it's feeling great, and the clearances, I haven't rubbed at all. My bumper didn't feel like it smashed through right there. That felt awesome. Nice job, ZR2. Or you know what, for all my Canadians, because I'm in a very Canadian environment today, it's a ZR2 today. Continuing on, folks, feeling real good about bashing through that muddy and icy stuff. Now we're gonna do a bit of a tighter trail. This one always kind of speaks to maneuverability. I still got my rear end locked up too, so we'll see how it goes around these corners. The nice thing in the snow with the locker is you end up driving with your throttle a little bit, and you can get the rear end to kind of step out and break traction to help you get around a corner. And the other thing that's going to happen here is we're going to go up a hill, not a huge hill, but we'll see exactly how I can do it because I can't get a run at this hill. There we go. There's a big rock down in there, and now we're going up the hill. Come on, baby. Come on. Chug, 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 chug. Keep chugging, keep chugging. I mean, it's all slip, but it's gonna go. Yes, come on, come on, come on. And this is off-road mode, folks. Off-road mode is allowing those wheels to spin that much, and it just chugged its way up the hill. Good job, ZR2. Man, it's feeling good. Having that rear locked up gives you that extra confidence in the back end. And then once again, I gotta give kudos to the tires. Seriously nice. Another thing I have to mention, folks, is a bit of the high-speed off-roading feel. Now, I can't go too quick today, so when you're in the snow, you end up sliding all over the place. But even right now, I mean, I'm doing 30 kilometers an hour down this, what I know is a rutted-out rough trail, and the suspension does such a nice job of taking care of me in here and just making it a lot smoother than I know it is under there. So yeah, we're not doing a lot of high-speed stuff today, but when the speeds pick up, the truck is so great. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to attempt the left hook. The amount of off-roading we do, especially on days like this with this much snow, it truly depends on how the vehicle makes me feel, how confident I feel. And so far, nothing has even really slowed this thing down. I mean, even coming up that hill, it just chugged its way up. So super impressed so far by the Desert Boss. I think we should start calling it the Snow Boss. And let's see if we can get the left hook done here, folks. Now, there's a deep rut right here at the beginning, so we're going to hit this with some speed right off the hop. And then here comes our sharp left. And there's another little hole right here. Right on. ZR2. The grip is feeling so good today. The conditions really are perfect out here to allow us to be getting through. Just before we dive in, folks, though, we're going to get even more prepared. I'm actually going to go 4 low. And we're going to lock up the front and the rear. This is pretty much, you know, worst case scenario for off-roading. Mud, ice, snow, water. So yeah, I want to be as prepared as we can be. And in 4 low, we're going to keep it in off-road mode. Once again, that's what they recommend. for deep snow. And here we go. Doesn't get much deeper than what we're about to do. Nice low torque in 4 low, of course. Love feeling that power come on right away. And we're getting into her now. Oh, just broke through. Oh, it's breaking through now. So far, so good. I cannot stop. Go, 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 go. Yes, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, Chevy. Now I'm on the hill, though. Oof, I just chucked a huge rock. Oh, okay, gotta stop. Gotta stop. Well, we made it through the deep part, but I'm not out of the woods yet. I'm stuck on the hill. This is a steep hill with a bunch of big gnarly rocks on it. And I heard my front tire chuck a rock right back, I think at the rock rail. So what I'm doing now is going back as far as I possibly can without going into the hole, and of course without hitting that tree. There's my parking sensor on the tree. All right, folks, we're gonna try to chug our way up from right here. Here we go. Oh man, this is the Snow Boss. You can call it the Snow Boss. That was epic. That's one of the harder left hooks I feel like I've ever done. It was deep, the ice was thick. I got stuck on the hill, and yet here we are. You know what? 4 low definitely helped. I got that low end torque. But then the key is, especially with modern transmissions with an 8-speed, I'm sure I was probably up into 2nd or maybe 3rd gear, and that allowed me to get the wheel speed I needed. Everything about that felt so good. The clearance, the tires, man, Snow Boss, I am impressed. Okay, we're on the back side of the left hook now, which means I'm going to come downhill, and I always like to show off either hill descent control here or whatever the off-road cruise control system is. Here on the Chevy, it's a little different. They haven't gone the kind of full Toyota crawl control or Jeep's trail control. What they have is terrain mode, and terrain mode is 1-pedal driving off-road. So I'm not touching the brake right now, just the gas. And if I lift off the gas, the truck comes to a complete stop. So the idea here is, it's kind of like replicating 2-foot driving. So all I'm doing right now is on the gas, and as I lift, I can feel the brakes applying. And once again, if I come off of it, the truck comes to a dead standstill. So it's a bit of a different take on it, but for rock crawling and slow speed, precise maneuvers, I definitely like terrain mode. I think it is helpful. And because I'm in 4 low right now, it's even more aggressive. Plus, you can shift the truck down into L, which means you can shift your gears manually. So if I'm in L1, stuck in 1st and 4 low with terrain mode, it's super controlled, especially again at slow speeds doing kind of the rock crawling thing. But right here, there is a bit of a hole, so I'm gonna have to speed up a little bit here. Let me hit it with a bit of speed. Actually looks like a bit of a log right there. Yes, and I was here in the Jeep 4xe Rubicon, and it got stuck on that log, and the Chevy just jumped through. Oh, hold on, don't let me speak too soon. I just felt myself digging in a little bit here. Okay, I got a bit of traction in reverse. I can see from my underbody cameras that my skid plate's actually dragging here. So I'm just gonna try to get out of this situation, out of this hole. Speed, 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 power, 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 power. Yes, 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 yes. There we go. I gotta get back to a spot where I feel comfortable stopping. That was not a good place to stop. And that's a lesson you learn in the snow. You wanna find a spot that, yeah, doesn't look as deep, like right here. Once again, we are now done the left hook, one of the tougher left hooks I've done, and I've said it already, I'm going to say it again, this thing is the Snow Boss. It is eating this snow like it's not an issue whatsoever. Maximum traction, love having both the lockers. 4 low felt just as good as 4 high. I did prefer 4 high for being out on the more open trails because I want to get some more vehicle speed and momentum as quickly as possible, but sticking it down into 4 low for that pit still worked great. And I should mention, you have to be in 4 low to lock up your front and your rear, but with everything locked up in 4 low, combine that with the drive modes, this thing feels unstoppable. Well, folks, we have come to the end of this video. Now, there's one last number I have not spit out yet, and that is the price. Here in Canada, for the truck you see in this video, you're talking about $76,000. So is it affordable? No, it is not. But is it unstoppable off-road? Absolutely. And until the brand new Ford Ranger Raptor and Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro hit the road and we can actually test them, there's no doubt in my mind that this is the undisputed mid-size off-road king. Now, of course, though, I need to hear from you, so please go in the comments. Let me know what you think of all the off-roading you saw in this video and this Desert Boss, or as I crowned it, the Snow Boss. As always, while you're down below, leave that comment and then hit like, hit subscribe, hit join to become a member, and come right back here to Truck King to see what we're testing next. See ya.